I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the date done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good morning. How are you all doing? What a wonderful day it is. Sun is shining. Hearts are beating. And so we are so grateful for the breath in our lungs. We are grateful that we have life and life more abundantly. We continue to look to the hills from whence cometh our help. Our help comes from the Lord who has made the heavens and the earth. He will not suffer a foot to be moved. And he who keeps us, he never slumbers and he never sleeps. All right? God is good. He says that in everything, give thanks, because this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning us. We don't give thanks for everything, but in everything we give thanks, because we know that our God can cause all things to work together for good for those who love him and are called according to his good purposes. Big up Fireman Lynch, Triple E, blessings to you, Moby Man, Ellen, Win, Montegonian, big up. All right. Drew Ross, what happened to you remove Drew? Oh, you removed the 40s. What's going on? Oh, he has abandoned the 40s part of his name. I think the Kingston College folks are going to have an issue with that. All right. So just a word of inspiration to you. Big up Jason in the building as well. Blessings to you. Calabar. You understand me? Ishmael, Kingston 8, 10, Whitehall Avenue. Up and running. Ishmael, you know that I heard that there was sports day. Richie and them on the put on sports day down on the Nazareth. Ishi, you should have linked me up. Ishi, me not like how you're moving. You should have linked me up and let me know what's going on. We could have broadcast the thing to show the people what's going on inside some of the garrisons, just how people come together for stuff like that. I heard after the fact, Ishmael, should I make, how did your daughter do? because I know she's a big athlete, you know. Yeah. All right. So let me know, man. You understand me? Next time, don't let them things pass, you know. Can link up, man. Those are the things we want to help with. You understand me? And support. Yeah, man. That you must say our place, you know, Ishi. Our place, man. And we love that those things are still happening in the community. It just goes to show that in spite of, you know, just the many difficulties out there, that people are still fighting for their communities and trying to make a huge difference in the lives of, you know, just the younger generation. And that is good. Do you know, people, that a lot of us can really make an indelible mark on the communities that we are from by helping a little, giving back a little, encouraging a youngster. Maybe there's a young talent in your community, you know, and if you can provide mentorship and leadership to that youngster, maybe you can help them to fulfill their potential. One of the things I know in life is that, you know, you don't have to just keep growing what we call wide, but you can go deep. You understand me? Find one person. And what you want to do for everybody, just find one person and do it for that one person. Help that one person. And the one life you change can have a ripple effect where so many other lives are impacted and changed by that. You understand me? So please, make a difference. You understand me? You can make a difference in someone's life. It doesn't matter what community you're from, but you can make a difference. I honestly believe that all of us can really do something to change the life of at least one person in the areas that we're from. Now, just to continue where we were, big up to the sponsors, Launch Legacy. Thanks every time for your continued sponsorship. Also to Wilsdon Sports. If you need your sports gears and equipment, that is the place to check out. You understand me? Big them up. All right. Tricknick, just the mayor in Brampton. Tricknick just won big awards over there going on with stuff. So if you're in the Brampton area, you need to check out the restaurant. They just won a next big award like every year. You know, the city of Brampton really just always award them for their great work in preparing meals and all of that and the products that they sell. So check them out, all the Canadians, and show them some love. If you go there and just say, yo, you know that we found you out and I Am Sure Sports, you would be amazed at some of the good things you will get. You may even not pay for your meal. I am telling you. Just let them know, you understand me, and tell them a few things about the show, and you could get a meal at no cost at Tricknick Restaurant over there in Brampton. All right? Yes, indeed. You understand? We have a guest coming on. He'll be on very shortly. Coach Freddy Butler, who has just been recently appointed as the coach for the Jamaica under-17 team that are seeking to qualify for the under-17 World Cup. What I want you to know that the competition, the play-in or the beginning of the qualification stage should have been in the summer. That has been pushed back until in January of next year, which is good because it allows for more time for the team to prepare. But let's just give you a couple of stuff to take note of. One is Arsenal. They won yesterday, demolishing Chelsea 5-0. We need not say much about that. Right? So they are back at the top of the table. And we'll see where things go from there. The Jamaica under-18 team over there in Turkey, in that friendship tournament, they suffered a humiliating 10-1 defeat earlier today, right? They suffered a humiliating defeat over there. So they they got smashed. Very humiliating defeat. So hope they can rebound for the final group game, and they have a cross zone game that they also will have to play. So hope they can rebound from that and get a more favorable result the next time they go out on the field to represent the country. All right. I will not say a whole lot on that. By the end of the day, believe me, you will have lots of program that probably will be discussing the matter. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you can tune into some of those. All right. I think we have Coach Freddy, but we're not. I think there is an issue right now with his connection. So Coach Freddy, and I think we're gonna have Bibi on as well. So let's see. Let's see if I can help him. Am I frozen? I am frozen. I look frozen, people. I don't know. Am I frozen? All right, Coach Freddy, your device not connecting. You have to ask. All right, so in the meantime, people, so I'm going to help Coach Freddy to connect. In the meantime, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I am going to help Coach Freddy Butler connect. You understand me? Let me see if I can get him to... Okay, let me see if I can get this whole thing sorted out for him. Just give me a sec. Coach Freddy, you should be a professional. You know, we have been doing this for too long, you know.
I don't know what happened a while ago.
You have to turn the phone this way, though. You know how this thing is. There you go, sir.
It's much better.
Understand? A whole lot better. Freddy / Bibi, tell Bibi to come into the shot, you know.
You call Bibi on the phone already?
No, see, you have Freddy / Bibi right there, you know.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you know what happened? I know what happened. The last time when you did the show in Dallas,
in the Nations League.
Yeah, okay, and so you just enter the chat with the same name, so you should have changed the name, but you can edit the name if you want. There's a thing that says edit the name. Yeah. All right.
Bibi is a part of it.
All right. There we go. All right. So welcome and good. It's still, I think, I know it's morning.
It's afternoon. It's afternoon by me now.
It's afternoon, yeah, man. Good afternoon to you and to the family over there. Hope you're doing well. I know you just returned home from Jamaica. How you keeping?
Yeah, I'm well. Yeah. Good afternoon to the viewers and the listeners also. Yeah, I was in Jamaica for the first under-17 camp for this campaign. So I just got back and preparing for the next one in South Florida this weekend.
Okay. All right. So first, all right. So tell us about, you said you were here. Tell us about that. Alan Wedderburn says, tell Freddie, Alan said, what's up? Alan Wedderburn.
Respect, Laka.
Yeah, man.
Laka.
Yeah, man. All right. So tell us, a little bit about, last weekend's camp, how many players, what was it like, who were the coaches you were working with, and, what is your overall assessment? But before we get there, first, I think this is the first time we're having an official interview since your appointment as the under-17 coach for this cycle. So congratulations on that. It's always good when former players are involved in the program, and I know you have always been assisting the program before you had an official position. So I think it's just a good thing that you have, you have an opportunity to do it in a official capacity now. So congratulations to you
Yeah,
and the
thanks,
other
thanks.
appointments in the under 17 setup.
I'm grateful for the opportunity from the federation. So thanks.
All right. So before we even get into the camp, for those people who maybe they don't know, because we have a lot of young people here, you're presently in terms of your coaching badges. Where are you now? So just that they can know that this is not no fake coach, because they call Kerry James fake coach, you know. So they know that you're not fake. You have. I know we're not going to ask you to present your resume and put all your
If you wish for me
qualifications.
to
But yes, tell us what level of qualifications you're at now, and where do you coach outside of having this under 17? Firstly.
Oh, I currently has a UEFA B license. I'm in the process of doing my UEFA A. I should have done it long time ago, but with the COVID, since the COVID, I haven't really had the opportunity to go over to Europe to complete it. But I have what they call like UEFA A insert. So I just have to go over there and finish a couple classes and do the practical exam. So it's just a matter of time to find the time to sort that out.
Okay,
But
so
right
the
now
UEFA,
yeah, UEFA B.
Okay.
So until I pass the A, I got the A. So right now I currently possess the B, UEFA B.
B. Okay, but you also coach in the States. Do you have the requisite qualifications there as well, or you just use the UEFA B?
Yeah, I just use the UEFA B because most times the European license supersede most or all of the license. So I just right now concentrating on having the European license.
Okay. All right. And then where do you coach in the States? What do you do in the States in terms of your coaching?
Oh, in terms of my coaching in the States, I'm the technical director of Jamaica Soccer Club located in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So I coach the U14 boys, which we won the league last year, and I coach the UPSL semi-professional team within the club. But I oversee the entire club in the technical capacity, both boys and girls.
Okay, awesome. All right, awesome. All right, so now that the people they know the name, they know the qualification. From a reggae boy, so some of you who don't know, was a part of instrumental part of the 1998 team that qualified for the World Cup, though he didn't actually play in the World Cup, but was a part of the campaign that led up to the team qualifying for the World Cup. All right, so back to you were all right, so you are the coach. You have assistant coaches that have been appointed that you'll be working with. Can you give us some of the names of some of the persons that will be working with you or have been working with you in the under 17 setup?
So far I have Buster Reynolds, who is the local BS assistant coach. I have Carlton Simmons as another assistant. The international BS assistants that we have is Boris Johnson, Roger Thomas, Richard Edwards, just to name a few on the staff right now. Leon Garden as one of our goalkeeper coaches. I'm sure the GFF will also appoint local based coaches. Whenever we're in Jamaica, we have those coaches to work with.
Okay. And recently, people have been asking that because they saw you and Ricardo Gardner as part of the national setup, and the team had some success. And what is your role? Is that a learning role? What is your role, or is it a mentorship role that you play in the national setup for the time you were on? You have been on the trip with them.
We're sort of ambassador with the senior team. So we're there in terms of mentorship more so. The good thing about the situation, the coach involves us in team meeting, coaches meeting, staff meeting, whatever meetings they have. So, we can give our input from our experience. But right now, we're mainly in a mentorship role for most of the players.
All right, awesome. So that lays a foundation for us to go on. I hope everyone gets that, and we can move on now. So you were in Jamaica. I think this is the second stint, because you were with the team. Was it under 17 or under 20 years
under
ago?
20. Yeah,
under
we're with that
20, right?
player.
And out of that under 20, because people may not remember, who are some of the players who really transitioned? Because I think that under 20 team, though they didn't qualify for the World Cup, many of them transitioned to professional and also to the senior team, including Shamar Nicholson. Who were some of the other names that you'd have
Yeah,
worked with?
like you say, even though we may not qualify with that under 20, I think that group we transition most professionals from a U20 team ever, and we have quite a few that are transitioning into a senior national team. Because we have like you say, Shamar Nicholson, Lambert, Maggie. I'm just naming the players who have transitioned into professionals.
Yeah.
We had Peter Lee Vassal on that team, Beckford, the current second string keeper, what's his name?
Jamali Wade.
Jamali Wade was on that team.
Whoa.
We have Dali, who's playing professional also. We have Joe Desert, who is playing professional.
Joey Desert. Oh, yeah.
Javian Brown, who's playing
Whoa.
professional from that team. We have the striker. What's his name? Can't remember his name right now, but he has transitioned from that team. So I think, from that team, we have transitioned 12 to 14 players who went on to become professionals. Who, we still speak to today. We're grateful that they had the opportunity to be a part of us.
Awesome. That's a very impressive record. Now, to this U17, like I said, you were here. So tell us a little bit about the camp, the amount of players, what the camp was like, how many days, and what is your overall assessment of your first camp, having done, several in the Florida area before this one.
All right, so the camp, we had 30 players that came into the camp. The players started slow because most of the drills and the way we go about setting up the camps and the drills and the whole approach to how we do things was a little bit different for the players. So, but as we go, after by our third session, the players had grown. By the fourth session Sunday morning, I was very happy. So I think we met our objectives for the weekend of the camp because we identify at least 14 players that we think that was very solid for our core players in Jamaica. This coming weekend we have another camp in South Florida where we'll look at the North American based players who are coming in. Quite a few who are already signed with MLS clubs. So hopefully we can get another core of 14 from that, and then we have 28 that we can start more preparation with that base. But I was very happy, it's a lot of talent. The players were enthused, they took it seriously, they gathered all the information and they proceed. So we were happy at the end that we met our objectives.
Yeah. So, okay. So there's a next one. No, the cry has always been, and like when you consider the state, because really a lot of the camps, though you may have players coming from different parts of the states, because it is in Florida per se, the greater concentration of players will be from there, from in that area, though you may have others out. Will there be an opportunity?
Not necessarily, not necessarily, because we have players who are coming from Houston. We have players coming from New York, players who come from Texas. We have players from Canada. We have players from Toronto, Montreal. So not necessarily. So we have a database right now with probably over 100 players from North America, because this would probably be our fourth or fifth camp with this age group. So they're not necessarily players are concentrated in Florida only. When we started, mainly players from Canada, but as we go on the road, get south, we have players Boston and Colorado. So we're looking at a wider range of players, more so than Florida.
Okay, and it is not. What is the time frame? Like you'd say, listen, once it gets to this point, the group is kind of like a close, because now we have to just focus on preparation. Because I know originally the tournament was set for August, but I think it has been moved to January 2025. So how does the plan work now that there is a longer start time and players probably outside of what you have seen who wants to be involved? Like someone just asked, what about even players who probably are in the UK who feel like, I want to commit to Jamaica right now? Does that possibility exist?
Yeah, because right now we're in talks with people in the UK to do a camp in the UK, and we want to cast a wide net to as many players that we can, not only in Jamaica but in the diaspora. So I think my staff is savvy enough to know that we have to also do camps in the UK. So I think I'm hoping that sometime closer to the end of the next month or early June we can get a camp in UK when most of those players will be available to us.
Yeah. All right. Without giving out, like intricate details. No, you have done, you have only had one camp in Jamaica. You said 14. You probably identified out of the 30, 14 solid, which is not a bad number, and stuff. But is the in terms of assessment, how far apart are the two groups in terms of where they are? Are the guys in Jamaica physically stronger? Are the ones that you have been working physically stronger, technically, tactically? Is there any disparity?
I think we all have that Jamaican gene, so there's no way I don't see where anyone is physically stronger. We're made up the same way as a people, so it's that speed and that strength and aggression, wherever the Jamaican may be born, even if he was born in Romania, for most part we'll have that same gene. So I think they're on par. It's just the exposure of the game, might be a little bit different, but I was quite impressed with some of the boys from Jamaica. So I think they have a lot of room to grow. So even though some of the players in the diaspora might maybe a little bit more exposed than they are, but it's not that far.
Yeah. You use that word a couple of times, exposure and being exposed. Now, how do you get like the 14 or whatever the amount is from Jamaica, the kind of exposure they need before they get into the tournament proper? What is the plan for that going ahead, and the plan of probably merging both sets? Yeah.
We have I think a plan right now all the way into August. We're looking to bring the local based players here, even in Florida or anywhere in the States, and we're looking to travel to Europe. We have something scheduled right now in Ireland where we should travel to Ireland on the 27th of July, somewhere around there. I spoke to the president of the Grenada Football Federation now that the tournament is pushed back until next year to see what we can do to have a 4-team tournament practice game. So there's a lot of stuff that we have in mind and planning and preparing. We have brought in some people like Omar McFarlane and Carlton Palmer, who was also a part of the Glenmore Football, Glenmore High School, to kind of manage the team and seek resources for these trips. So hopefully between now and August, we can expose those players, whether it be Europe, North America, in the Caribbean. So that's very important to our preparation right now.
That sounds like good news. Now, one of the benefits I think of under 17 now is that based on the changes with FIFA, that is going to be a yearly tournament. So it is almost like you're at a place where there is it's non-stop, because by the time you finish under 17 World Cup, there's a next one in next year. So it is like the preparation. So there should be a line of preparation, meaning if you have under 17, there should be a under something else. So when that under 17 goes out, you have a next set that is just ready to come in for the next cycle. Yeah.
That's the reason why right now we're looking at players who are born 2008, 2009. So next World Cup is mainly for players of 2008 birth year. But we already start looking at players for the birth year of 2009. So we don't have to do scouting again. So even maybe 30% of the players that are coming in this weekend are 209s.
Oh, I see what you mean. So the players that are coming, they have 2 cycles in them because it's yearly.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the
Okay.
players are 2 cycles in there.
Okay, I see what you mean. That makes a lot of sense because it would be a quick turnaround. Just imagine if you play the qualifications and you play the tournament. It's like as soon as you finish the tournament, if you qualify for the World Cup, by the time the World Cup ends, which is normally the latter part of the year, the other qualification or preparation like begins or probably should be going on. Like almost like simultaneously if you're going to bring in a couple younger ones. Yeah, so that's good.
And that's something I've already discussed with the staff that, if we should even have a squad of 28 players, I think at least 6 of them should be 09s because, 22 players still can't play. So if we still have at least 6 of them with our group preparing for the next year, so we'll have leaders in the group and players who are matured enough and see some of the stuff before their cycle come up. But at the same time, if they're good enough, I think that they should play with the 08s in the next World Cup. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what is also interesting is that you mentioned a couple of names in terms of raising funds for some of the things because I know that there's keen interest in the diaspora. For example, the camps that you have done, a lot of what you have done has been like not funded by the federation itself. What about people in the diaspora at this age group who says, listen, this is something I'd love to help with? Is there an established way or system for them to be a part of that process? You talk about bringing them on trips and having a 4-team tournament because we know that there is a federation that oftentimes is strapped for cash. So how are you going to be able to generate the kind of resources to give the exposure that is needed without it being a burden on the federation, knowing that the tournament is going to be like every year?
Yeah, and that's the reason why we brought in these people so they can help to generate funds. So I think they're very good at what they do, and I'm hoping that they'll be able to generate those funds that can take the burden from the federation, that we can get these players the opportunity to travel and get that exposure that we talk about.
Yeah, I see your friend from Buffalo. He's in the chat. They call him Cranky. But he's in the chat, and so he was the super sub at Buffalo when you were the star player. I don't know if you remember. You set him up for that goal.
When Cranky missed the breakaway, every time he come on the year, he have to talk about the breakaway.
Yes,
I wish we had cell phones like we did now. I'm sure someone would catch it.
Yeah, he gave. I heard that he did a Nicholas Jackson on the breakaway. Yeah, that's a Chelsea forward. But
he was a good teammate. Cranky was a good teammate.
You only said that because when he saw you come in, he gave up his spot and said, "No, man, let Freddie start. I'll sit at the bench." That's the only reason why you said that he's a good teammate. But I know he was challenged by the president about like a diaspora committee. So what I want to ask is if there is a way that there can be network, because some of these people are outside of Florida and you are based in Florida. Like, is there a way for persons like, say, a Cranky or others who say, listen, I want to support this because I see that there is a genuine effort to reach out to youngsters in the diaspora? Like, how does that? What is the means for that happening? And I also see Garfield, one of your friends, also Garfield, Ratty Robinson.
Ratty was there on Friday for the session, and kudos to Ratty that he came out to watch our very first session on Friday. Yeah, enough respect, Ratty, for that.
Yeah, I think he works as a technical director for St. Catherine football as well,
Okay, so let Ratty tell you a little bit more about the camp since he was there.
Yes, sir. All right, sir. Ratty, call in and tell us about the camp because you're there.
Tell Ratty to call in.
Yeah, this Camperdown versus Dunoon, so be very critical, sir. Yeah. But go ahead. I was asking about how someone like Cranky wanting to probably, bring in people who can
Something
assist
like that.
financially.
I would rather Cranky to reach out to me after the year and we can discuss that.
Okay. All right. So we're
You
putting
know,
him on this.
well, yeah, whichever way can help Cranky know, I'll be more than happy to have him to be a part of what we're doing. So Cranky can call me after the year and we discuss that.
Okay. I see someone asking Mr. Butler, what is it? I think you answered this before, but just to make, what is your USSF coaching certificate level? But I
I
think
had
you
done
answered it because you said that you go ahead.
yeah, I'd done the USSFB, but I count it for nothing because right now I have a UEFA B license and hoping to complete the
Okay. Because if you have the UEFA A, you don't need to do any the US.
yeah, and that's why I'm not right now. I'm not really interested in doing the USSF. So
Okay.
having the UEFA license that qualifies me to coach national teams and professionally. So it's
Yeah. All right. One of the other things is that there is always this constant dialogue about time, the time element in terms of the preparation of the teams. Like a lot of times people will say like the team did not have enough time to prepare for whatever tournament that they're entering. So by the time the tournament is supposed to start, there is this rush 2 week, 3 week kind of camp. I mean, do you believe that you have ample time and a plan that will suffice in terms of preparation, good preparation, entering into a qualifiers for a significant under 17 World Cup?
with the qualification pushes back until next year. I think that gives us more than enough time. It's just our plan, what kind of plan we will have, and hopefully we can follow through with the plan. So I don't think in terms of time we should have a problem or any excuse right now in terms of plan going forward. Qualification begins January of next year.
Okay. All right. We have Triple E. Triple E is asking, welcome S Technique Skip to the chat as well. He says, based on Freddy's experience and recent observation locally, is there anything differently JA needs to do from a grassroots development perspective, or is there anything that you would suggest that and I love that because I've been, I mean, we have, I mean, I've been around you a whole lot and kind of see some of the stuff that you do, even at Mako or Mako, in terms of the grassroots program and stuff. What are some of the things that you believe that we could principles we could transfer to Jamaica to help with the grassroots development? I think about even my son being around it for the first time and just doing some of the drills that the kids there were already used to, and they struggled like to catch up to those drills because of the pace or the how good the surface is. What are some of the things that little things that can be added to the program locally from a grassroots level that would aid in the development of the player?
For me, it's coaching education. Coaching education is a big thing. I think that's a problem lacking in Jamaica in terms of talent, and good athletes. We have more than enough of that. Like I said, at the end of our 3-day camp this weekend, I was very satisfied with what I see. So I think coaching education, that we just need to invest in coaching education. Yeah, we can talk about the fields and all these things, the infrastructure, everything, but coaching education is very important for these players.
Yeah. All right. So to help with coaching education, what about, because people are saying that our kids don't play, also we don't play enough football. So even if you have qualified coaches, there is not enough football played at the grassroots levels. Like you have a primary school league that lasts for 6 weeks and it's done, right? And you don't play again until next year. like how important is
Just
repetitiveness in terms of
just
playing?
like school, man. You know, you cover 5 chapters in school, right? You have to have a test, right?
Yes.
And nobody wants to do tests every day. So we have to train. You know, football is just similar to a classroom. It's just a classroom played on grass. So
Yeah.
we have to create situations where they get to take that final exam, which is a game. So we have to create more competitions for the younger ones and get them to play games.
Yeah. Yeah. That's important, right? Like I said, that like the classroom on grass have to have competition.
Yeah.
And then also how important is
You
age
know, you have
group
to have an
specific
exam. You have
competition?
to have an exam and a test. Yeah.
And how important is the age group specific competition? Like I think even Boris normally speaks about this, who is part of the staff with you, about you have under 10. In Jamaica, there's under 12, and under 12 includes players who are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Who are 8 and 9.
right? Yeah, that's under 12. And then after under 12, you have
Yeah,
under 14.
you want to structure them in age specifics, you know, but then the ones who are more talented, you have to also challenge them and have them play with older players as they go. But you cannot have like 7-year-olds playing against 12-year-olds consistently. You know, they have to play within their age group also.
Yeah. All right. What about that person who
And
Coach Fred
sometimes
listening and said,
you're breaking up a bit.
"Oh, I'm breaking up."
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
No, go
What
ahead. Go
about
ahead.
that person?
Excellent.
Yeah, what about that person somewhere in the States who says, "Whoa, this sounds very exciting," but it's the first I'm hearing about this, and I have a son that he's at Philadelphia Union, MLS next. He's at New York. He's at Chicago Fire. How does he know move from hearing about it to actually having his son looked at based on recommendation? How does they move? How would a parent or a coach, a Jamaican coach somewhere, hearing this interview and what you're doing somewhere in the States, like you said, in Colorado or in Vegas, wherever it is, how do they move from just hearing about it to actually connecting the player to what is happening out there in Florida? What is the steps that they would need to take?
Can do what a lot of people do. Reach out to the JFF. Most times, you know, of late, you know, whatever or whichever families reach out to the JFF. If the players are in my age group, they'll forward the email onto me, and then I'll reach out to those parents and direct them how they can get to be a part of what we're doing.
All right, sounds very good. I see Dr. Jason Scott Hamilton said, "Bless up man and Coach Freddy Butler." All right, and then I see
Big up that.
Yeah, man. Says Jamaica needs to have the amateur clubs like the US where the game is played all year round. Yeah. And I think part of that too is that the fact that we don't have enough places where games can be played at night. So kids don't get to, come home from school, go home, have their dinner, probably do homework, and then go to training. I think you're breaking up enough, Freddy. You hearing?
You hearing me, Manins?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you now. Yeah, you were breaking up a little.
Yeah, I just
right.
lost you.
Yeah. All right. This is Victor Carr. He's out in Florida, as well as saying, can you ask Freddy for his email? Wanted to send him an email. If I know Freddy,
yeah.
if it's about the team, he's going to say send the email to the JFF. So yeah.
Victor must know somebody in South Florida who has a direct contact to me. So.
Yeah. Let me tell you. So, and a lot of you, if you want, you can reach out to Kerry James as well. Where is Kerry? Where is Kerry? Kerry is like a liaison person, you know. So he would be able to assist with that. So once you can get in touch with Kerry James, then he can also help you with that. Right, Coach Freddy, because he assists the program in that capacity.
Yeah. If you reach out to Kerry is the parent liaison for the team. So usually you reach out to Kerry, and Kerry then we shoot me an email or a text, and then we correspond from there.
Yeah. All right. Dre, anyway, that's sports. So big up Coach Freddy. So that's good to know. That's good to know that the talent is here. I like that, and that what needs to happen is that the coaching education is what is critical. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're not hearing?
Dre came down to the last. I'm hearing, you know. Dre came down to the last camp, and you know he did okay. So he's more than welcome to come back down this weekend if he has the time.
Oh, Dre. Oh, geez. Yeah. Dre, yeah, get big up, man. It's just because both son who come from what Harbour View here or the wife Coach Freddy bring up. Yeah, Dre, do okay, well, man. All right. Big up Dre, anyway, the sports. I hope he's going to head down again. Very helpful, man. Once he's there, he will find a way to assist in any way that he can. That's his forte, you know. Big up Dre, anyway, the sports. So that's good to know. But I'm glad that you're saying some of the things you have shared, you know, because like I said, the talent is here, but it is the coaching education that is going to be critical to move the players from just being talented, you understand me, to just accomplishing great things. It is and I also think, Coach Freddy, just like you and so many other coaches, they're not just for the players, but coaches need exposure, and I don't know how much exposure a coach can get if all of his coaching is in Jamaica. Like what is the depth?
I agree. You know, there's so many Jamaicans. I'm saying there's so many Jamaicans are coaching in the States. You know, I think we should be able to have some of the local coaches hook up with us who are working here, and they can come up for a week or two, or get the opportunity to be with us on the pitch and do some sessions and be around some of the other players, coaches, you know, that they can help to better themselves as coaches. I think, you know, the coaches in Jamaica right now should try and take advantage of that to come up and work with the coaches who are here in the diaspora.
Yeah, and the coaches who are there would be willing to have them for a week or two just to learn and get some exposure.
Wow. Yeah, man.
Yes, and the coaches, you're saying that you're saying that the coaches in the States would be willing to facilitate that. You know, if a coach in Jamaica says, "Listen, Coach Freddy,
I'm sure a lot of us. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us here would love to facilitate that and have someone come up for a week or two and just be around.
Yeah. I said, Joe Donor, John the chat, he says, man, heal up yourself and my friend, Butler. He says, salute.
Yeah, man, big up, Joe. Yeah. Salute, Joe.
Yeah, nice, Joe. Alan Wedderburn says he would facilitate. That's original.
Yeah,
Blacks.
I'm sure a lot of guys who are coaching here. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of guys who are coaching would be more than happy to facilitate coaches from Jamaica and spend some time. so they can get a little bit more exposure and educate themselves a little bit more to the coaching.
TikTok is saying they should stay in Jamaica and get certified because CONCACAF B is more advanced than USAD. No, we're not talking about the certification.
We're not saying that they shouldn't get certified. All right, go ahead, man.
No, man, you answer. I think it's better to hear from you.
We're not talking about certification. We're not talking about certification. We're talking about exposing to other things and get the opportunity to work in a different environment from being in that environment in Jamaica. It helps. Or it can help.
Yep. So that's what we are saying, TikTok. Nobody is saying that they should not get their Jamaican. They get all of that, but even when you have all of that, it is good to go and get exposure in other places. All right. So let's make that clear. Hey, but you know what also, Coach Freddy, I heard through the grapevine that you may be heading down to Grenada for some football business.
Next weekend they have
Go ahead.
Next weekend they have a Legends game. They have a Legends game in Grenada with Caribbean past players all-star against the rest of the world. So I think myself, Bibi, and Pepe will represent Jamaica. Some of the players who should be coming is Kanu, Makachi, SCN, Luis Hernandez, Kobe Jones, Alex Sang. I know we should have Latapi and quite a few from the Caribbean. I can't remember most of them.
Yeah, I hear that Dexter Dubs will be on your team as well.
Yeah, Dexter Dubs should be coming. I think we still have to finalize with him, but it should be fun. We're looking forward to it.
Okay, all right. Experience is one of the best lessons learn outside of certification. All right. Wish you could see it. And I know that Marlon did say they're going to try to see if they can get it. They were trying to work with one of the major sporting platforms to get it on television. If not, the Grenada FA they were going to try to do something to get it streamed or carried live. So that would be very, very interesting. But I was just telling them I don't know because normally you're not very mobile on the field these days. So how are you going to play in a high intensity game like that?
They just pass the feet. One or two touches. I walk from the left side and walk over to the right side. One or two touches. The players we'll be playing with is good enough. I went to one in Nigeria and it was a spectacle. And even now, Kanu and Desai wants to invite me back to play with them again after my performance. After my walking performance. So I think I'll go to Grenada and do the same thing.
I think we have Garfield calling. That's Robinson. So let's see if we can get him on. Let's call him from here. When you're calling, always remember to use. It's always easier to get through when you use WhatsApp. Unless that is not working. So let's see if we can call him. And you're also the JPL games. What are your thoughts on the game? Before you get to that, we have none other than
top of the afternoon ceremony.
Top of the afternoon, man. Yes, we have.
Coach Freddy. Yeah, afternoon, man.
Respect, Ratty.
I like the work. I was there on Friday, as Coach Freddy mentioned. I was pleased to see the work that was going on with the youngsters there. Boy, it's just a joy to see the coach at this age. Be able to demonstrate the things that he wants the players to do. each time him just walk out there and stop it in coaching point and him just take couple seconds to demonstrate. You know, he was going through a session on Friday as it relates to passing and, you know, some body shape, you know, open your body and stuff. And trust me, it was just a joy. It bring me back in the days in playing with Freddie or watching him play, you know, on the field. It was just a joy to see the youth them are ping the ball them in and they must say ping it. So even when the guys were passing the ball slow, soft, and they must say, no man, just ping it in and like 4 or 5 passes straight. Ping it in, and then just use one touch and a pass it to both sides to players both sides. So it was just a joy and to see the youth them grasping the thing as them they were able to see it in action, not just the theory, but to see it in action being demonstrated before them. And they say, Coach Freddie, enough respect. I like the work, you know. And also to Carlton Simmons, because he was there as well.
Yeah,
you
man,
know, doing the work. So it was a joy.
Yeah, what
Yes,
I want
of
to ask you,
course.
because one of the things that was mentioned is in, you know, just for some of our local coaches to just probably spend some time with the Jamaicans coaching in the States at high levels to just be exposed to some of these things. I mean, is that something that you would take up or something that you have taken up to just go and spend some time in those settings as you work as part of the technical you know, direction of St. Catherine football, to just go into these environments in the States, be around a Freddy Butler, Carlton Simmons, or Paul Young, or whomever it is up there, so many, the Carl Brown, so many of them over there, Roger Thomas. I mean, we could go on, and Tyrone Marshall. We could go on. We could go on and on and on. Is that something that you're open to? You know, and other coaches you believe in Jamaica are open to that kind of exposure and opportunity?
Well, not just for myself. I think a lot of coaches out here, if given the opportunity to do that, we would jump at that opportunity. I mean, you can't stop learning, no matter how much you think you know already. There's always room for growth, and especially the fact that these persons have been exposed to more at a higher level than some of us here. I mean, it would only be beneficial to us, you know, not just myself, but I mean, not being able to go overseas in that kind of context to benefit in that way. It doesn't prevent me from going amongst him when he's out here. It's not the first I've been around him when he's out here. I mean, when he had a team before when he was out here, I was able to go around him, and not just that, because I'm a friend, you know. I'm a friend, so I'm willing to learn from whosoever has that kind of knowledge and be able to benefit from that, you know. So yeah
man, wonderful.
Yeah man. So bless up and thanks to the give a shout out to the man them. Keep up the good work, Sir Mannings.
Listen, I need you to talk to me, you know, because last week Wednesday you were on my back, you know, sir. After my game, you know. This week Wednesday, you know, I played yesterday, you know. So talk to me, you know.
Well, you catch a little side. You catch a little side, right?
A little side.
Yeah, they don't want a little side, man. I want a little side, man. Them have big name, but them want little side. You know? Them have big name and big money, but I want little side.
All right.
Yeah, I mean.
Don't worry.
You're doing a good thing. You're on the top for a couple of days, so make use of it.
Make use of it. All right, boss. Listen, at the end of the season, you know, when we lift in the title, you know, I'm going to leave a little space for you right on the step of the wagon. And that's time we'll try and squeeze you at the wagon. All right. All right, but blessings,
Nah,
man.
switch it. I love watch your team because I love watch good football, but me nah switch.
Oh, say it again. My team. What kind of football my team play? What kind of football my team play?
No, man, your team play. No, man, no. But it goes without saying your team. When your team up it up, you know. When your team up it up, and you really play good football at times. No, serious. There was a time when I watch Arsenal more than I watch Man U, you know, and I get a lot of knocks for that because a man say you're not a real Man U fan, you know. But I like watch good football, and if in my house there's 2 TV and one there's Man U playing and them not playing a football. Believe me, Man U fans them go over the room and go over the next room go watch Arsenal.
Please call Tenag for me.
Watch good football.
Please call Tenag for me and let him know that him cannot allow City to win a next title. So just give me the 3 piece there. When me come, you understand me 3 just give me the 3 point.
I hear you.
And help silence him noise the neighbors. You understand me?
Yeah, that's the part we need to do. Now play our own sabal, yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, blessings, man. And later.
So, blessings.
Yeah, man.
Keep up the good work, sir. Freddie.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Yeah,
Cool.
man. All right.
Yeah, man. Big up, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, man. All right. Good, man. All right. I see. Reedy says, Sir Butler, up, Mannings, up. That is Treasure Coast Masters right there, giving you a shout out. As
Reedy have to talk about the 6 love them. Tell him that I'm back. Tell him I'm back and ready to drop some 6. So I'm sure we're playing tonight.
Reedy, you make them. You make this man give 6 love, Reedy, man. People, the man, them not. Me like how whenever Coach Freddy come on the platform, you know, and he win a couple of games against Mannings and him talk, you know. The man now tell you know, how me deal with him last time, you know, people. So till he start to count the numbers, them. The amount of beat. The amount of beat the people. You understand me? Him not play no more domino for the rest of the tournament. Oh, man, see, Freddy get 6.
Man, I think it's time, man. I think we'll finish with a tie like 4-4. Oh, really? Really drop the first 6 and get 3.
Hey, Freddy, this weekend camp is a bad time for the U15 MLS next weekend games. That's Victor Carr saying this weekend
MLS
is a bad.
But most of the players have been released from their club to be there. So I don't know why someone will say that.
Okay. All right, here that Victor. So he's saying that the players that are registered, they have already been released from the game that they have this weekend. So they will be at the camp.
Yeah. I think only 2 players from Inter Miami, because Inter Miami traveled to Guadeloupe on Monday. But everybody else from Houston, Toronto, New York City, New York Red Bulls, all these other players will be there.
They will be there. All right. All right, wonderful. Listen, Coach Freddy, I know that you have a lot on your plate. You have probably training because you were here and stuff. So
but I think I'm pretty much preparing for the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you have the weekend preparation.
So I'm right now.
Yeah. All right. So people, if you want to get in touch with Cranky, like I said, you know how to get in touch with Coach Freddy. For anyone else, Mr. United.
Yeah, man, give Cranky my number and tell him to shoot me a text. Tell Cranky to shoot me a text and I'll give him a call.
Yeah, man. Listen.
All right,
listen,
man. So thanks for having me.
As usual, man. Every time. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
all right. Good chat. All right. So there you go, people. So please, get yourself involved in it. Good job going on. Good work. This is probably a long preparation time now that the competition has been pushed back. So you can be involved. You see, we're putting Cranky on the spot, because the truth is, I think for what is happening in the States with these youth players, it's a good thing for the diaspora to show their strength by supporting something like this. And maybe this will challenge even the federation to posture themselves in a way that they can understand the necessity of having the diaspora involved in a tangible way in the transformation of the footballing landscape, right? So this is good. Good things happening. So please get connected to the effort and the work that is going on in there. I saw Dr. Scott Hamilton, a sports psychologist. I'm going to try and see if I can get him on the program tomorrow to have a chat with him to speak about the importance of a sports psychologist in a team, and how that helps and the benefits of such a thing. And that will be a very interesting conversation to be had. Listen, it's always, you notice I don't keep you long today because I know Liverpool fans have their game. It's a Merseyside derby, and I don't want to interfere in their time. But nonetheless, if you have a call or so that you want to add something to the discussion we just had with Coach Freddy, feel free to do so. Like I said, in the EPL, notable result, the most notable one is that Arsenal demolished Chelsea, slapped them 5-0. Could have been 10 in my estimation, and I don't know. I think this is the most disappointing Chelsea team I have seen in a very, very long time. I think a lot of money has been spent to assemble young talent, but I don't think they are good enough at this point, and how long they will persist with them, I don't know. But I see an Arsenal team that for the first time, I think they were able to play what I believe is the best team. The only purchase that Arteta made that was unavailable continues to be Timber. So I'm score fantastic goals with the under 21. So just imagine if he gets back to full fitness for the next 3 or 4 games, right? What that would look like, to see Arteta playing his best team, because I think that is with Timber in there and Partey and Declan Rice playing in that position with Odegaard there, right? So yeah. No, man, no. Declan, I tell you this. Chelsea this year is worse than Manchester United. I think like I've watched Manchester United play. They are very competitive in every game. I just think sometimes the coaching decisions and some of the injuries that they have, like Chelsea have like almost 30 players. Manchester United don't have players to replace players like Chelsea. So I think Chelsea has been worse. Right? Yeah, we did speak about it, TikTok. Terrible beating. You'd want to believe that we are past the time when we get these defeats. But I don't want to be one of those persons, because the truth is, I said it in a group that I was on. I don't want to be the person who, when the team played and had a 2-1 victory, I talked about it like for 2 minutes. So I don't want to go and harp on the 10-1, because that's just me. That's how I am. If I did not talk about the 2-1 and really dive into it, I don't think I should dive into this horrendous loss. I shouldn't, because it is kind of sort of, to me, a little bit unfair. So I will not spend time to discuss it unless I'm going to talk about both games and put things in context, right? That's just how I am. I think if I'm going to come hard at you for losing terribly, then if the results are not so good, then I should also spend time to talk about that. And I did not. So for that reason, I will not, go into Grace lens talking about it. But one thing I can say is this. I will say this, that our local coaches, even when they excel in Jamaica, need to be given a chance. I think going at the international level, they need exposed coaches working with them. Want you to hear me? All right. So, Coach Lenny Hyde, I think he deserves his opportunity. He has gotten it. But I think to take on something like this in his first stint as a national coach, someone else should have been added to that. Right? You understand what I mean? Like somebody else should have been added to that who is more exposed to kind of help. Because I think playing at the international level is a completely different thing than playing at this level. All right, so I will end on this note. So the elite under 17 league that is going to be held, which involves and includes the under coaching staff. You have Andrew Sewell, who is a goalkeeper coach, Rudolph Austin, and you have Lenny Hyde. Yeah, those are the persons that, in terms of main responsibility, in terms of the coaching. So I think having someone who has greater experience in international level coaching would have been, but maybe you listen to Downsville, I don't know. But yeah, you can't see the game, or you didn't see the game to really assess anything. But let me just say this. So the U17, big up Coach Minzy. Big up yourself. Yeah. Somebody says Mobile United recruiting U17 players in Western Jamaica for trials. All right, there you go. All right. So this JFF, so all the Premier League teams, including the relegated ones, which is kind of funny. Because the relegated ones, I don't know, Treasure Beach and Limeall, I kind of feel like at least Limeall may not be in it, all right? I also understand that there are a couple of the teams in the corporate area who may not be participating. So here's what, a rule is now in place. The rule is any player that plays in the elite under 17 league cannot play in the CASAFA under 17 league. All right. So what that means then is that you have to make a choice between playing in the CASAFA league or playing in the elite league. That is what I am hearing. Right. I think that is kind of, I don't know if they run at the same time, but what the rule is from CASAFA is that if you play in that league, you cannot play in the CASAFA league. All right, you have to choose one. Or if I were a club, this is a good opportunity, because sometimes you have to see challenges as an opportunity to do other things. All right, so here's what I would do. I would find 17 other players. So I'd have 2 under 17. And the elite ones play in the elite league and the others play in it, because it's about development. So I would have 2 teams. I would have an under 17A and I would have an under 17B. And they play in either league. So my position though is that if the JPL teams are not playing, like, other teams should be allowed. So, for example, if like I said, two things, you know. You have, you create two. It's like if I were able to, I would say, listen, okay, these players can't play. It's better for me. I could use my under 15 team because remember, it's about development. So as long as I'm going to get people to play, then that is fine. Here's the other thing. You may have other programs that can field under 17 team. So why then don't give invitation? Like St. Mary Central Academy is a new academy run by Donovan Duki. You have Phoenix Academy run by Craig Butler. You have Kingston Football Academy, Eric Rademaker. So you have others. These are very well-run program with good under 17 players. If it is an elite league, why not then let one of those, because there can be arrangement that these players are going to represent this club, but they still belong to KFA, they still belong to St. Mary Football Academy. You understand what I'm meaning? So that somebody, Radar Maker, not Radio Maker, man, Radar Makers. That's his name, man, Eric Radar Makers. So at those teams, just say, listen, all right, St. Mary Academy. All right, like Mullines, for example, I understand is one of those teams that says that they will play in the Kasafa League, but they will not play in the Elite League, right? So here's what I would say to Mullines. We have to learn to collaborate, as a country, man. We have to learn to collaborate. St. Catherine always playing under 17 leagues. There's a lot of teams in St. Catherine that have quality under 17 league. Same thing in Clarendon. Quality under 17 league. Get one of those teams. Get one of those teams and say, listen, let's do a partnership. Play in this as Mullines representative. Develop your players. Because down the road, you may want one of those players to play for Mullines. You may want one of those players to play for Tivoli. You may want one of those players. Tivoli probably can look at, all right, who can we? I feel like when problem arise, we don't see solutions. We don't try to fix it. We don't say, okay, well, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do that one. We don't try to find a way to make things work. We always just, you understand me? Like always just see problem and we start get vexed and get egotistical and everybody just want to have them own way. The youth need, exactly, Minzy. The youth them need to play football. So just create two teams. It don't matter because it's not a matter of winning or losing. It's not a matter about winning or losing. Because it's about development. And this is why Jamaica, this is part of the reason, why Jamaica struggle with the development of talent. Because anything we can't win, we don't want to be a part of. All right? If like we play competitions because we want to win the title, not because we want to develop players. Yeah, man, that's I don't, because I said in my group today that this is a group of schoolboys from Jamaica playing against players who are in professional clubs. Listen, I'm telling you this, people. Like Mobile United can get the Cornwall College under 17 team. Like there's so many ways to fix it. So many ways to fix it. But Dre, anyway, I want me showing you some things, you know. Big up Dre, anyway, that's sports. All right, Dre, it's when me I go do them thing, you know. You if you come on and talk about it, you know. You understand me? Not me. You understand me, Aya? But big up Dre. So let me just share this and highlight some stuff for Dre. This is Road to Sweden, Harborview Football Club, the under 16, under 17. You see what I'm saying that? Fish fry barbecue, Friday, April 26, 2024, starting at 10 a.m. until you say when. Trotters Cafe, 1 Park Place, New Kingston. The number is 876-315-9746. Menu, jerk chicken, barbecue chicken, fried fish, rice and peas. Declan Rice, you understand me? Festival, raw veg, cabbage / carrot. Price $2,000 to $2,500 Jamaican dollars per dish. Drinks and sale at the BAR bar. You understand, Mr. Support Harborview Football Club. They're going to the Gothia Cup in Sweden. They need gears, they need money, they need whelper things. So they're having a fish fry in an effort to help the club go to the Gothia Cup in Sweden. So support them. You understand me? You understand me? Show them some love, people. If you can, if you're in that area, you know, go buy something, $2,000. You understand me? Do that. Yeah. All right. So Dre, PM if you run the ad, $1.99. Yo, these are the cheapest channel in town, you know. Dre Anyway That Sports. Everything Dre Anyway That Sports do or ask you to do is $1.99. It's $1.99. Oh, Dukla, I didn't even know that. So you said that 50% of the U18 team. You sure, Duklan? You sure? Are you sure about that? I'm not sure about that. You know, let me check. Let me check and see. All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Jordan McDowell, Portmore, Javian Williams, Reno, Tawin Lynch, Mount Pleasant, O'Neill Headley, Chapperton Maroon, J-Light Simis Cavaliers, Orion Watson, Chapperton Maroons, Matthew Ellis Cavaliers, DeAndre Gallimore, Chapperton Maroons, Wilberforce Cavalier, Keanu Jackson. That's 7 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So how you get that, Duklan? Duklan, you're wrong, man. That information inaccurate, Duklan. About, you put about, that's not close to 50%, Duklan, man. Come on, man. Duklan, I do that to the people, them, man. Not do that, Duklan. Don't do that. Duklan, don't do that, man. No way I do that, Duklan, man. Don't do that, man. Sure, man. Yeah. All right. So support the Harborview effort. You understand me? But for clubs, listen, do that, man. Do some partnership and some collaboration. Right? There must be some players that you can find to represent you in the competition. Give the players exposure. And also for the JFF, don't let this league run with 10 teams or with 8 teams. Don't do it. Find other teams to plug the gap. Put other teams in it. Make it up to that, because it's very important to the development of football and the development of the local talent. It's called an elite league. It should be the best players. You'd have to go add 3, Duklan. You're still wrong if you add 1. Understand me? But yeah. All right. No calls. You understand me? So we go. Yeah, that is it. Let me see. That is it, Dre. Justice done. Justice served. Okay, let me see. I like Reno want to go back to the JPL. Hey, true, listen. Hey, I'm gonna say this already. Where is Starboy's juices? Starboy juices. God bless. Who are some of the, this is some of the people them from Westmoreland. You know, who don't need for help, Reno football. Let me talk to you again. From the other day, me I telling this. The club needs some help. So reach, if you're from Westmoreland and you want to see Reno back in the JPL, listen, we need you to help them. They are in a position where they can clinch the semi-final spot. I believe if they get into the semi-finals, they are going to get into the Premier League, right? Which would be good for Westmoreland football. They have also started their female football program. The issue that they're having is that it is tough. They're not asking people to give them cash in hand. But like they need some boots, and they have a place where you just send the money to the place and they get the boots. You understand what I mean? So if you want to do that, if you have a 50, if you have 20, if you have 100, if you have that, they need like $300 more them need, you know, if you do this, you know, US, you know, not a lot, man. One person can do that. So help them, and there are a lot of other. I'm telling you, you know, you have some teams in certain communities that $50 go a long way. Buy them some cases of Gatorade and them thing there for a game. I'm telling you. It's not, some of the times the stuff that people need to make a difference is not huge. It's not a whole lot, but it is necessary. So if you're listening to this and you want, reach out to Manning's man. Reach out to Manning's man. All right? So you can help some of these. I see Black Lions back playing some good football in St. Catherine. That is good. I hear that Wanderers is back playing some good football as well. These are the things we want to hear, that some of the farmer teams in the Premier League are coming back to life, and there's a resurgence and all of that. I think that is good, because they have a certain clout about them. I want to hear the same thing about Wadada. I'm not hearing anything about Wadada. I'm not hearing anything about, well, Galaxy was solo to Sporting Central. I'm not hearing anything about Violet Kickers in the leagues in Mobile. We need to hear some of these things. You understand me? We need to hear some of these teams coming back into the football. And some of you were persons who benefited, who grew up loving football because of these teams and these clubs. So now is your time to give back to them, to support them, to help them. Do you get what I'm saying, my people, my people? Yeah. Village out in Trelawney, definitely. There's a next team that used to be out there in Trelawney, you know. Oh my God, what them name again, man? Before, yeah, there's a next team from Trelawney, you know. Jeez and peace, it's not Village. What's the name of the team, man? Before Village, you know, there was a next Trelawney team, you know. There's a next Trelawney team. What's the name of the team from Trelawney? Oh my word. What is the name of the team? Who can tell me which other team from Trelawney? Oh no. I'm going to remember it and tell you. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Pick up yourself, Mannings. What up, one? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
check,
man.
Check.
This is the fake Tenet.
But I don't know what you're talking about. What Dukeland?
What Dukeland? What's going on? Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, you know, me call for us gloat on Chelsea. You know, for us see you in the vibe for us.
But you said that Manchester United is worse than Chelsea. Isn't that what you said?
No. I said that I was wondering. You understand? And I don't know. I think I think I allowed the English media to kind of gaslight me one little way, make me believe that Man U is the worst thing this year. But them not bad. We're actually in a finals.
Two
Chelsea.
finals. Didn't you go to Carabao Cup final?
We were in the Carabao Cup? Yeah. So we're not doing badly. We're not doing badly at all, but where is Chelsea? Chelsea is awful. So I have to make that public. You understand?
And they spend more money, and they spend more money than your team.
Yeah.
And the truth is,
and
one of your club coach major signing has been basically injured for the whole season, Martinez.
Yeah, but think about Mason Mount as well. But Mason Mount has been injured pretty much all season too, you know.
I keep forgetting Mason Mount because I don't rate him enough, but it's true.
Well, let us see what will become of Mason Mount. The jury is still out. I don't know what the coach was thinking about to sign him, but we will see. I still kind of think the coach don't know what I'm doing to some extent, you know. But you know, I just want to say we are better than Chelsea, and I thank God for that.
Who you think is a worse coach? Your coach or the Chelsea coach? Given what you have seen this season.
All right. So this season, well, I would have to kind of look at not just this season. Where did Poch come to Chelsea last season, leading into this season, or just this season?
This season.
Yeah, he was lackluster at PSG, to be honest, and then coming into Chelsea, I think he has not been able to get a tune out of them. Ten Hag left. Ten Hag did pretty well last season. I think people were singing the praises of Ten Hag. This season, kind of off the boil a little bit. The way he speaks in the media, it's kind of delusional, if you ask me. But I can understand he's trying to probably protect the mindset of the dressing room and all of that type of thing. Some say he's auditioning to stay on as the coach. I think a little bit of that is going on as well. But I think the better coach is Ten Hag right now.
Okay. Yeah. So you would remove Ten Hag at the end of the season, even if you're going to get because I all right. So let's be fair to the coach. How many players you have that you think could get into the City team, the Liverpool team, or the Arsenal team in terms of starting? That they could be consistent players in those top three clubs. Tell me the players.
Not a lot, to be honest.
All right. So that means
my Menu right now, yes, I think Menu, based on what he has done, even though he's young, could make it.
In which one of the teams in that position?
Menu could to be a starter. It's kind of difficult because he's young. That is the issue. But
I think Bruno Fernandes. Well, I'm talking this season. To me personally, I think Bruno Fernandes is probably the one that could break into any one of those.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But outside of that,
yeah,
so the point. Go ahead.
So I think if you Bruno is consistent across the board, even though I think again he's suffering from the gaslighting from the media. Because his numbers are pretty decent, but they don't focus on the positives. The English media don't focus on the positives. The English media is kind of loaded with Man U haters, in my estimation, still. So they're going to focus on the bad things at all times when it comes to United. And Bruno, they will try to say he's a moaner on the field. He's not contributing with goals this season, all kind of stuff. But I think he has been solid.
Yeah.
So yes.
So my point is, I think your coach don't have a good enough team to do as much as he could do. So I think he deserves more time than Mauricio Pochettino, because I think Pochettino have more quality available to him than Ten Hag?
Yes, for sure, no doubt about it. But I still have to look on who did Ten Hag bring in. That is the thing, you know. So
Anthony Martinez, who
look
injured,
Anthony,
and Mount, who is injured, like you said.
All right.
And
So those two are injured.
And who? The forward, Highland, yeah.
Hoyland, yeah.
Who is not a bad? He's not a bad striker. But him just
he's not a bad striker based on what I see. You know, he's kind of suffering from the same thing that
Ten Hag bring in Onana as well.
From, to be honest,
it was Ten Hag who brought in Onana.
Yes, that is true. So yes, I can't deny the injuries. You know, there's a lot of injuries out there. But
he brought in Malacia, who is injured as well.
For the entire season.
So I'm saying that the truth is the players that he brought in, he has not been able to use two of the defenders, Malacia and Martinez.
Yeah, Luke Shaw is out. Varane is out.
Yeah.
A lot of players, a lot of key players are out. That is true, no doubt about it. But why are they out? I don't think it's a coincidence why so many of them are out. I think there is something going on with the training regime that is causing these injuries. These are not bone injuries. You're spraying something. These are muscle injuries, you know, which is telling me that something is they're being overused. They're being overworked in training. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah.
So the coach has to take responsibility for that too.
Yeah, somebody's saying that Chelsea has injuries. But what I'm saying is that when you look at the players that Chelsea has to replace their injured players, those players to me are better than the players that Manchester United have to replace their injured players.
They're not starters. Chelsea's a starter?
Somebody saying Lavia, who is out injured. Would Lavia be starting over Moses Caicedo anyways? You're not even sure he would. Or would Enzo Fernandez not be starting?
No, Enzo would start.
But that's what I'm saying.
No Chelsea fan can tell me that he wouldn't start.
Would Fofana be starting over Thiago Silva? Because the players who come in I would say at Chelsea are maybe James is the one. Reece James would probably be a starter. But
yeah,
the players who replace him is not like they are the guy who was missing for the Arsenal game, Gusto, very good player.
Yeah, man, 100%. So the Chelsea has a lot of tools in their arsenal, so to speak.
Maybe Nkunku maybe the forward Nkunku would be starting.
Yeah, I know that, but that is like one or two. That is no excuse.
Yeah,
so they're genuinely bad.
Coach means he's saying that muscle injury not necessarily mean that it don't necessarily mean overuse, though, Duckland.
Yeah, well, then what would explain this mass amount of muscle injury? What would explain it? It's not one or two, you know. It is a lot. So it's something is not right. That is clear. Something is not right.
Because if the injuries are caused by overuse, wouldn't Bruno Fernandes be injured?
No, man, everybody different. Everybody is different.
Because he has certainly been overused. I don't remember him not starting a Manchester United game.
Which is again, Bruno has to play because of the lack of people to play, because of Mount probably. But the injuries are a concern, and I have to still put it at the feet of the coach. Who else are you going to blame for that?
I don't know.
Everybody can be injured. Like
50-50 saying that the medical team...
It's over 60 injuries, you know?
50-50 saying that the medical team is just bad.
Okay.
And it may not
so
be
the medical. Yes.
But you know that is true.
All right.
Come and tell you why. You know that Arsenal used to have that problem, You remember there was a time when every second Jack Wilshere, Theo Walcott, Oxlade Chamberlain, all of those guys. And when they go to other clubs, they would be okay. And it wasn't overused because Wenger was doing that. What they were saying is that, and they had to move the entire medical team at Arsenal. And
I agree that.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I agree 100% that the medical team needs to go. But you know where this chief medical officer is coming from? Arsenal,
Oh yeah? Then that's the problem, man. I see him on the Arsenal, man. Oh, okay.
It's probably the same man, yes.
It's probably the same man.
So
I tell you. Okay. Then that's the problem, man. That's the problem, man.
Supposed to fix that again. You see, I can't have to me, the coach has to bear ultimate responsibility. There is no way around it. If the medical team is doing this, then you get rid of the medical team.
Yeah, but means you explain all part things. Means sometimes it is a physical trainer. He says sometimes the athletes must do more to take care of themselves. He says sometimes it is man them now recover properly, them now get rest, the nutrition is including a lot of factors that could be leading to this. And that meaning it's not necessarily the coach.
Well, let me tell you how I see things, Manning. If the player is not performing, then it is the coach's responsibility to either get more out of the player or use somebody else.
Okay,
if the coach leaves that player on the field, then the coach is responsible for that.
All right, so let me ask you this. Nicholas Jackson, you think is the coach make Nicholas Jackson now score then goal? Talk it truth now.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Let me explain. Yes and no.
Yes.
You see players, you see players. You tend to get a tune out of a player when you let them know that they are not the only person, the only option you have.
Yeah.
The moment complacency sets in, that's where you have players dropping their standard. If you tell Nicholas Jackson, hey, let me tell you something, you're missing too many goals. We have somebody else to replace you.
You think them not tell him that? You really think?
Of course, they might be saying, different players respond different ways, and that is the thing. So maybe Poch is saying, all right, instead of putting some pressure on this man, put your arm around him and say, hey, you better look next time, man. And he might respond different. Like I said, different players respond to different things, different ways.
Yeah.
So maybe he is treating Nicholas Jackson in a way that he's not getting a response out of him. So he needs to change his strategy. So and that is again on the coach. That is what I see.
I don't agree. I don't think unless the coach is going to drop him, but they don't have anybody else up there to score because the other striker is out. But they are saying that you can't say yes or no to the question. But here's the next thing. Anthony Martial, for example, is he still at Manchester United?
For now, he's leaving. He's leaving in the text. His contract is on.
No, the point I'm making is this. From I know this player at Manchester United is always injured. That don't look like a coach or medical team.
Anthony Martial should have left the club about 3 seasons ago, if you ask me.
But do you agree with me though that sometimes the injuries that players oftentimes have more to do with them than anything at the club? Because like Anthony Martial is a good example. His injury have nothing to do with overuse or all of those things. I just think like he's just I think he has bad management of his own self.
Honestly, I don't know why he's injured so many times. It's probably, I don't know if it's even bad management, to be honest. It could be just his physiology is just, he's not meant to be a footballer. I don't know, man. But yeah, I agree. He has been injured a lot. And I don't know any amount of, hold on. No, man. there are times when he has been dropped and he has come back and performed. There was a time when he was scoring almost every match when he was coming off the bench, I think it was last season,
Yeah, but
There was a time.
last season he had a long spell of being injured and out. That is the point I'm making, though. So obviously,
my theory does not extend to it. My theory does not extend to injuries. It extends to like lack of performance, poor performances.
okay.
If you're injured, you're injured, and it is a coach job. If you're injured for too much, for too long, but for too often, then we clearly have to move on. You think Martial could be at Man City for this long? Talk the truth.
Well, true. No, I don't think so. Not with Pep there, with somebody else.
No. So you have to be ruthless as a manager to get the best. That is what you have to bear in mind. You can't be
What I'll say, though,
nice
Duklan,
guy,
is this. What I'll say is that here's the dilemma that you're in. So I think if Chelsea get back all of those players that they have injured, they are going to be in a better position next season than Manchester season, given the crop of players you have. I still don't think Manchester United have the team that if all of the top 8 teams are at their best. I don't think Manchester United have enough quality all around the pitch to be in the top 4 with Ten Hag and this group of players. So, and that is the issue I think like Manchester are going to have to figure out next season. Do you remove the coach and get a new coach with at least you need centre backs. You need somebody that going to replace Luke Shaw when he's injured. You need CDMs. You need a centre forward. You have got to decide what you're going to do with Rashford.
I agree.
You understand me? So
I agree with everything you said there.
So what do you do first? Do you keep the coach, bring in some players, or do you bring in a coach? And then I don't know. It seemed like it. I don't know.
Okay, what I would do, I would get rid of the coach first, for sure. The coach has to go. The coach can't start next season. We need to bring in a coach that will be able to choose his own players. I think that is what is holding us back right now, because any coach that is coming in needs to decide which players, need to be in this squad for next season. So, yeah, we have to start with the coach. We can't get rid of all the players in one season. We have to understand that too. So we have to kind of pick a few.
Do you have coaches available out there that you think could take on the project right now that you trust to come and lead this process, Duklan? Like give me 3 of your top candidates. So make it easier for you.
Personally, let's see. I think they're mentioning Deservy. That is what is being mentioned.
Yes, he deserves it.
Yeah.
All right.
If it's me, I have come on record already said that nobody's probably taking it on, but Michael Carrick, I think, should be one.
No, well, Fresh got already put that name in there. Say no, say you go say Michael Carrick. So that does.
Yeah, because I think he's perfect. I think it's perfect timing for him now.
Okay.
One more. Let's see. I would take back Mourinho. To be honest, for now, I would actually take back Jose Mourinho. Let me tell you why too. I can explain. I have a reason. I know Manu people might say no, but when Mourinho was there, he identified a lot of the issues, and we see them playing out right now. He wanted to get rid of a lot of the players, but because of the ownership, it was as Mourinho says. He said Man U is a commercial club, and for it is true to some extent, or it was true, because people who were making the football decisions were businessmen, so they were looking at the sales. Rashford is one such example. Rashford is not performing, but he's bringing in a lot of money. So the people who are looking at the balance sheet are going to say, well, we can't get rid of Rashford, but the coach is going to say he's not performing, that type of thing. So I would bring back Mourinho for a while.
Man, them end the show because you're mad.
No. They can't say anything.
You
Let them
really
come on and
believe?
choose.
You tell me one team that Marino has had that had significant amount of young players in it. Tell me one. Marino believe in it. He might go back from Matic. He might go back from Matic. I say him complete. And he might want to bring back Lukaku and Chris Smalling, brother. What are you talking about? Marino?
Don't get me started on Lukaku.
But I'm telling you, Marino is going to want to bring experienced players. I think Marino going to take the projects and say, okay, I'm going to work with all of these young players for 3. You're not going to do that. That is the issue with Marino.
What I know about Marino is that you put him in, he gets results, and maybe in the second or third season things start fall apart because him start fall out with players. So take him for the transition period. Give me a season of Marino. You understand? I would do that. Definitely. I know Marino wanted a lot of these players out.
I think this Zerbi is a good call. I think this Zerbi is a good call. Listen, I would trust Graham Potter even more than Marino at this time. Because I think Potter just got I think Potter just had a hard time at Chelsea.
No man, I think Pochettino is better than Potter. That is all. I don't rate Potter none at all.
What's his name? That was at Tottenham. Is a very good coach to the Italian. Conte.
No, Conte is certified mad.
And
I can't manage Conte.
Extreme. I would even take the German coach. Because isn't he leaving Germany? Yeah. Because when he was in Holland, he was being linked to Manchester United, you know.
He is linked now. He is linked now too.
I would take him.
Not a bad shout either. Yeah. So I gave you a 4. You understand? Yeah. I would take Marino. He was not to be the top on my list, obviously, but I would take him for a season because I think he knows what winning is about and he knows what Manchester United requires. And like I said, he did show that he was willing to get rid of some of the players because Manchester United has some cliques in there,
Fresh God is saying that. Fresh God is saying that. Just give it to Thomas Tuchel. If I saw.
Tuchel. I don't know. Tuchel kind of similar to Pochettino in my estimation. I don't know. Why would Bayern be letting him go so easily? There's something about Tuchel that I don't know.
What about thing there? What about thing there at that's leaving Barcelona? Barcelona coach not leaving. Yeah. You're not leaving again.
I don't know. Xavi is decent. Yeah. Xavi is decent. He could try with him, but again, that experience.
The man coach, bro, what kind of experience you talk about? You want to take Carrick.
In England.
Hold on. You want to take Carrick, and then you're going to tell me about experience with Xavi? Come on, man.
Experience in England. EPL is different. Barcelona is a big club in a league where they're expected to be, in the top 3 at all times. Man U is kind of different now. No, man. We're not that anymore.
Zidane going to Bayern. I think Zidane going to coach Bayern Munich. I think that's where Zidane is going. I think the Porto coach. I think the Porto coach is a very good coach too. The Portuguese coach. They say it's similar to Marino. Yeah. Fresh God say you're a certified madman.
You can't say anything. I'm expressing my views, boss. That's what I see it. Trust me. I would go for Carrick. If you want a young coach for the future, I would try with Carrick. I would try for Carrick. If we're going to go the route of we need a transition coach, then I would go for Marino. Of course. The Zerbi, of course, would be a permanent one again. We could try with, and of course Zidane. Of course, I would take this Zidane for the profile. I don't know what he would do in the English league either, but yeah, I would willing to try with Zidane. That's how I see it.
All right.
But we're gonna have a challenge getting rid of some of the players for sure, because they are not. Man U players are hard to sell because we do such bad business. We take like expensive players, turn them into less than what they are worth, and try to sell them.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I don't know.
We cause the follow of the players. That's the same thing that I was saying to what Arteta is not good at. He never played like the Smith Rowe, the Reece Nelson and those guys. So their value has gone down. So only starting 11 has kept value, our value has gone up. I think that is the problem with Manchester. Well, the truth is, Garnacho and them guys, probably have good value on the market, but you're not going to want to sell them.
Yeah, but our problem is slightly different. Because guess what we do? We're like somebody who is trying to buy something on the street side, and they think that we are tourists, so them just hike up the price. So we pay like double what a player is really worth, and we're just willing. Yeah, we willingly do that. Anthony is not valued 80 million. Maguire, I don't think is valued 80 million either. But we bought them at that price, and now we can't sell them at nowhere near that.
But
so that is the problem. They get stuck in the stock.
What about sometimes what about Brendan Rodgers?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Brendan Rodgers is not a winner. Doesn't know to win. He would be caught in. He'll be like a deer in headlights.
Okay.
In Man United. Not at all.
And what about the Luis Enrique? Barcelona, PSG.
Profile. Yeah. Yeah, he can send in a resume, his resume.
Because with Mbappe leaving, couldn't he probably sway a couple of the players to come to Manchester United with him? Like Marquinhos, I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout either, to be honest. Mr. Jason was putting in the chat about callback Fergie.
A Real Madrid Jason supported her.
No, callback Fergie. I think he could come and do a job, but I don't want to touch Fergie. Fergie should just be there, retire in peace, be the light bearer for United, and just sail off into the sunset bus. No, Fergie.
What about the great Gareth Southgate of England? Worse if him go Euros and win it with England. Having gone to the final, last and penalty, goes back and win it.
I think Southgate is going to be that coach. He's going to be like Ole. He doesn't fall out with players. He wants to make everybody happy. You can't really do that because you're not going to win anything that way. So I don't see, he's going to be the coach that never win a trophy.
What about Eddie Howe at Newcastle?
You have to be. I'm sure about Eddie Howe because I don't know how has he been tested when he I don't know, man.
Yeah, you don't know what you want, man.
Eddie Howe shows some glimpses of, brilliance, but then again you wonder, is it Newcastle because of the money? I don't know about Eddie Howe.
Yeah. But he was doing good at Bournemouth.
I don't know what to say about him.
He was doing good at. This is why
that is true.
Brendan Rodgers lost the Premier League title because of a slip, not by him, but by Steven Gerrard, and people write him off. He's getting promoted with Leicester, having, you understand me, coming back up. So I don't, he won in Scotland. So I don't know.
Oh, man. They're like mid-table coaches, man.
Okay.
They're not box office coaches. They're not trophy lifters. You understand?
It looked like AI hacked into Coach Minzy.
That's what I realized.
Because
Yeah.
I'll be only thing me I see a tapper. So it look like somebody hacking to him account.
Not at all. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do. To
Oh,
be honest,
Ellen Wynn said that. Do you see some other dice? But if Manchester United want half of their fans, they go support City. Make them if they think them bad, make them hire some other dice. If them think that bad,
that's a big Sam.
hey, yeah, what's the bad?
Maybe for Chelsea, but Chelsea could try that, but not Man U.
Yeah, man. If
You know.
listen, if anyone of the top
Chelsea
four,
might need a big Sam.
if any one of the top four team them. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Yeah. He's back at Celtic, so it is a Pep assistant coach that is at Leicester. Maybe not even do like Arsenal.
Yeah.
And get somebody assistant coach, like Arsenal did with Pep assistant coach.
Well, I mean, you never know. We'll see. But I mean, I am positive about the future of Man U. You know, all what is taking place. You know,
The immediate future, or long-term future.
Not the immediate future. Next season, I think next season gonna be very different. Yeah, man, we're gonna see a different Man U next season.
Yeah,
because Man U are putting the things in place. You realize nobody talking about the Glazers anymore. The Glazers, for all the bad that they have done, they have found a way to get themselves out of the limelight and do what is really best for Man U. They have put in football people.
Okay.
So I can only say positives coming out of this. We have the former Omar Barada from of Man City and Barcelona fame. We got Joe Wilcox, Southampton, big sporting director. Dan Ashworth coming in, another big name. So these are big names, you understand? So I see success in the future for Man U.
All right, TikTok says TikTok says Roy Hodgson would do a good job for United.
you know, Roy Hodgson, one of my favorite coaches in life ever. I have so much respect for that man.
TikTok is a United fan, you know. And he want Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson stop coach, man. What can I do a good job?
Listen, I have seen Roy Hodgson at his age playing some attacking football. I mean, I rate Roy Hodgson. Let's put it that way. I think he's a great servant to the game, and he should get a big tribute. Yeah. So yeah, I think we are poised for success. So we just need to put the coach. If all of these men who we have brought in say we're going to work with Ten Hag, then I will shut up and I will say Ten Hag it is.
Okay.
You know, because I will trust their judgment. But for now, I am saying Ten Hag out.
Ten Hag out. All right, sir. Dre, anyway that says
for now.
Dre, anyway that says patch out.
And patch in. No man, patch in.
All right. Look, like Liverpool game soon starts. You know, we're going to end the show so the people them can bless up and thanks to the call as usual.
You as well.
Coach means to say if you're going to take your medication, boss. So make sure you're going.
All right. Yeah, right on time.
Right on time. All right.
Oh, by the way, I should mention that I have a podcast in the making, so look out for that.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, man, Stennis will be operating in the YouTube space, you know. So,
all right. You hear that, people?
Yeah,
Look
I'll give you
out.
more details soon.
So you call it the Fake Stennis Podcast. No, you know what it's going to be called? It's going to be called HB, man. Herbert Morrison, man. Like we have, man. I don't know. All right, well, big up. Let us know, man. Tell us the name when you're ready, and so we can send it out and sing. Cause you have always been in this space, but
all right.
Yeah, man. All right, bless up.
Right, big up.
Yeah, bless up, Duckland. All right, people. So that was Duckland. You know, sometimes we have to give the United fans their opportunity. You know, like sometimes we allow Gunners boss because we have to give the United fans their opportunity because it's a very tough time for them. You know? They were the Chelsea fan, but the Chelsea fans them can't really talk right now because they're trying to get dentures because in front teeth them get leak out. You understand me? Somebody asked me which post was Nicholas Jackson going from, man. Me tell them man, look for the opportunity. Obviously say man they go to the post office. Oh, yes, sir. Duckland, Coach Busy say if you name the channel, I am not sure sports. Yo, Coach Busy, easy, you know. You love your fellow United support, Come on, Everton, Merseyside Derby. Anyways, people, listen, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. It was good. We had Coach Freddy Butler on. Thank you for coming on the show earlier today. Thanks to everyone who's in the comment section. For all of you who made a comment, thank you. For all who watched, and you may not have made a comment, thank you. For all those who will watch on the rebroadcast, thank you. For all the new subscribers, we would have added a couple of new subscribers today. Thank you for joining the platform, and I hope as we go forward, we'll continue to provide you with quality and clarity without much controversy. All right. Continue to support. There are many, many, many vloggers in this space, and everyone is different. Everyone has a different perspective, a different point of view, and so you may never hear me mention in those spaces, but that's good. But if there is a local vlogger, someone of Jamaican descent, just support it, because we should support brand Jamaica. So you have let me just give you some of the newer ones who are out there. You have 433 Presser. You have people like Jason Guna. You understand me? You have some of the long-standing persons in the space, like Coach's Desk and I Max It, Ryan LFC, Sports Prophecy, Military Guna, Formula Sports, and then you have Sports Down the Middle. Oh my God, so many of them. Unseen Sports TV, El Futuro Sports. You understand me? So there are so many, and I may not have had all the names. You have Cranky coming up with his stuff here, Duckland coming up. The more perspective we have, it is the better it will be. You understand me? So it's not this and that sports. I mean, I'm telling you, there are so many out there. So maybe you don't talk to the people, you don't even like them, but if you subscribe, you're supporting brand Jamaica. You understand me? And you can do that. And some will even say to you, yo, we don't like the one management, still support them channel, because we support Jamaica. Some of us are subscribed to every foreign platform. Every foreign platform we want to subscribe to. Support brand Jamaica and let Jamaica excel and let Jamaicans excel. So our management, that's my final word to you. Have yourself a wonderful what is this? It's Grammarly TV, not Unseen. I don't even know about this Grammarly business. Come everybody I call Unseen Grammarly, you know. Unseen, me I need to talk, you know. Herbie, man, big up yourself. Kirk, we just talked to a Herbie man, you know, Duckland, but he never used to play football. He was a number 11 batsman, a Herbert Morris in the Headley Cup team. Yeah, he was a star batsman, but they make him bat at 11. You understand me? Because they know that even they bat like at number 1 or open the batting, here's what would happen. He would bat out the entire game, and the rest of players would not get an opportunity to bat. So they normally let him wait until number 11. You understand me? Yeah. Yeah, man, we're going to be in Vegas. Definitely, Kirk. We're going to be in Vegas, so we link up. You understand me? Bless up, Jerome. Bless up to everyone. Again, enjoy the rest of the day. And tomorrow, we're going to have a sports psychologist on. You understand me? So big up for yourself. I am what this is. I am Sure Sports. And when we get to the end of the show, we say we are over and we are OUT out of here.
Boom, check it out. I don't know it's Jason. I'm a represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and share. Jason presenting I Am Sure. I am sure sports.